Too many people think they fucking know me. Might charge you double when I cop a OZ. Might pop a oxy and I'll fucking OD. Tony.
And we're back with another episode of Around the Corner. I, once again, am your host, Ethan Doors, at your mom's favorite son.
Z-Dad.
And we got
DJ SHWASTED'S
in the building. So, you're a DJ?
Yes. Yeah.
Where do you DJ? How'd you start doing that?
Well, actually, it started, right after I graduated in high school. So, like, 10, 11 years ago. And I kept up with it ever since because it took off and it kept going. So I was like, all right, I'm going to just keep with it. So, yeah, that was it's still a crazy ride, but it was a crazy ride back then, too. So it's pretty sweet.
So who got you started?
There was actually, when the cave opened up, there was a DJ there. And I was going there, like, every weekend. And I was like, okay, this guy is starting to get real shitty at, like, selecting the music. So I, like, asked him how he got into it, and he referred me to, like, who taught him. So it came down to this guy named Travis Reed. Like, that's one of my big brothers that I adore. Like, he's cool as hell. But he taught me the basics of it. Like, I did 2 DJ lessons. And then the third time, by the time I went back over, he was like, yeah, I don't think I need to teach you anymore. He's like, you're kind of taking off with it. He was like, you're showing me up on my stuff now. So that was kind of a good feeling. But he helped me a lot. Like, he still helps me sometimes.
Right. And did you just, like, immediately jump in, like, full scale?
Oh,
like...
hell yeah. I'm a super impatient person. So when I need to know something, it has to be right there. Like, right at that right at the moment that I need to know about it. So when it came to music, like, I always have music playing in my head from wake up to when I go to sleep, and probably still even in my dreams. But it's always a battle of, like, if I hear a song on the radio, it would sound good blending into another song that I already have, like, stuck in my head. So that was kind of one of the things that also motivated me to DJ too.
Oh yeah.
So that was that helped. It still helps today, but it kind of drives me crazy sometimes. I don't got that little peace moment in my head.
Can you move that mic just a tad bit closer to you?
Yeah.
Sorry, bro. What music do you typically DJ, dude? I mean, EDM, rap? Is it kind of just a mix between back and forth?
Oh, yeah, that's way better. So I do a mix of everything, really. I even do weddings sometimes, too. But as far as, like, my personal preference, I don't really have a personal preference. I started with the EDM scene and went into, like, the harder trap EDM, went into rap, and then both of them started mixing together. So then I picked up on crowd reading, and when you read a crowd, you can figure out what they want to hear, and you can mix both of them if it's right. And that always kind of just helped too. So kept my range very open on it.
What do you like more, doing weddings or in the club scene?
Weddings are fun because it's the whole, you get to see 2 people fall in love, which, I mean, is cool. And it's their big day and stuff, and you control the vibe.
Right.
I mean, you get to play whatever you want after a certain point because everybody's just happy and stuff. But in the clubs, you just go hard all the time. It doesn't matter. Like, you can go hard from 6 hours to 8 hours, depending on, you know, how long you got a DJ. But I think the excitement would be pretty evened out on both of them, for real. It's both crowds are just drunk as hell, trying to have fun. So I mean, I think my personal preference is just the club because you got, like, the extra lights. You got probably sometimes more pay. I don't know, but yeah, both of them are just exciting.
So do you travel for, like, the clubs?
Sometimes. I'm actually picking that up because after the whole pandemic stuff, things are slowly opening back up. So recently I've been traveling for the rap shows, doing at certain venues, but for the club scenes, I'm picking that back up, and I'll be starting out in Denver, Colorado Springs, and shooting over to Cali for a little bit.
So you said you do, like, DJing for rappers. Do you have any crazy like stories with rappers or anything like that?
I I think every time's kind of a crazy story because it's a new experience every time. But I think I got a good bad one, and I got a good story too.
Okay.
I guess I'll start with the bad.
Yeah.
So there was actually I'll keep the club names. I won't say the club names. It's this place out in Missouri that I was DJing at. It was just a little tavern, and it seemed pretty sweet. It was cool. It was covered in hot moms, so I was like, all right, that's sweet.
Hell yeah.
And I was in. That's all it took. I was like, this will get better. This will get way better.
Who doesn't love a good MILF?
Yes, exactly. They love to show love. But it was in Lee Summit. That's where it was. And this guy just came in hot, like super pissed off, yelling, and we're like, okay, once he gets a beer, he'll probably chill the hell out. No, not at all. That's not what he was trying to do. The man came in, started yelling at this girl, fucking pulls out a gun, and it's like, at that moment, I just shut the music off. I was like, oh, hell no. Oh, no, not today. Shut the music off. Dude ran to the back and, like, randomly pistol whipped someone. So, like, we got a guy that's, like, bleeding in the patio, a girl that's traumatized, and everybody else is getting traumatized at the same time. So I was like, yeah, this ain't a good night. This is not how I wanted it to go.
For a second, did you just think, like, maybe I should just lean into this and just start playing, like, shots?
Actually, I played
Brown.
in the heat of the moment. In the heat of the moment, I was like, okay, everyone's kind of starting to disperse, but, like, if I kept the music going, it would have been one of those crowds. Like, you could tell the guy wasn't going to shoot anybody.
Right.
But, like, it pisses me off to see when people, like, pull out a gun and shit like that. Like, I don't know why people get scared, but it pisses me off. Like, I just want to hit the person that did it. But the thing in the heat of the moment, my thing was, I played Why Can't We Be Friends? So everybody just started singing it in the bar, and the guy got so mad to where he just left. And and then everybody started cheering, and then I played shots.
Yeah.
So right after that, 2 recovery songs, and we were right back in it.
Yeah.
We were solid.
So do you have, like, a repertoire where you're, like, you know exactly what to play at what moment if there's not, like, enough energy or something like that?
See, that's kind of like it depends on the wordplay. Like, if I know there's certain words that will trigger, like, something in your head where you could look at me and be like, that was clever, you know what I mean? Like, I try to do that stuff a lot. But yeah, I knew at that moment if I played that song, it was going to be, everybody was going to be like, okay, we're gone, but, you know, we'll come back in after this whole thing settles.
Right. So how'd you get in with strange music?
So I've got a few friends that got signed to strange music. It was JL and Joey Cool, and I was DJing their shows before they got signed. And then when they got signed, they started needing a DJ to, like, basically tour with, and that's what I've been doing throughout this whole pandemic, is touring with them and working a lot with them, and I've been grateful for that because that shit's been taking me everywhere. Colorado, Oklahoma, Indiana, Illinois. I actually got to go back to Indiana next week, and of course KC. So
Right.
it's a lot of fun.
Do you fly everywhere, or do you just drive up?
I drive. Yeah, I like to drive, but they sometimes fly and stuff. But yeah, I kind of just drive up there.
Is that what the whole dib kiss is? What is that?
Yeah. That's all right. So DibKiss is an acronym, and that stands for Do It Big, Keep It Strange. And I can't remember what the weirdest thing I've ever heard on it was, but it was not what it meant.
Like, people just assume.
Yeah, people just say, someone said "Do it big, keep it schwasted," and I was like, "Damn, that's pretty good." All right, but
spin it.
Yeah, and I was like, "That's pretty good," but it just stands for "Do it big, keep it strange."
Okay, so how'd that go? How'd that get started? Because I see it on, like, Joey Cool's everything, pretty much.
Right. Yeah. So it started with, I want to say JL. JL started the whole acronym for it, and then named his album DibKiss, and then his album blew up, and then everybody started knowing about DibKiss, and yeah, it kind of just spread from there, really.
Kind of like a whole like branding thing.
Yeah, basically.
Cornering your section of the market.
Right.
So is there like a whole like clothing line and all that shit for Dibkiss and all that?
No, not a clothing line. It's more of like a
merch line or something like that.
More of like a family thing. Like you're tied in with the people that started it, that originated it, and stuff like that. And then they got it tatted on me, and I was like, all right, I think I'm in. I think that's pretty set. We're solid.
So now you're like, you have to do every single one of their shows and stuff.
Not have to. But at the time when I got tatted, of course, I was like, oh, now I'm their bitch or something. You know what I mean? But no, it was complete opposite of that. But it was just like, all right, they trust me. They're gonna look after me too. Yeah, it's a family thing, really.
Right.
So why the name DJ Swasted? What made you come up with that?
Oof. God. Okay,
how long ago did you come up with that?
Yeah, that was like 2010, somewhere 2010. And that's kind of when I started getting into the DJ thing. Like I started in the spring of 2010. And I lived at the Reserves.
Oh, yeah.
Here in town. Yeah, so
everyone.
At everyone. So funny story, I got banned the same night. It was hilarious. I threw a party, and it was only 10 people that we had, and I was DJing inside the apartment. It took a massive turn for the worse, or the fun, I don't know. But woke up the next day, I was still drunk as hell, and my buddy looks at me, and I grabbed another beer. Like, I went straight to the fridge. I was like, I'm going to keep this shit going, whatever. Grabbed another beer, and he was like, how you feeling? And I was still fucked up. Right. And I remember looking at him, and I tried to say shit-faced and wasted, and then it kind of just mashed to SHWASTED. And, like, I used to spell it with a C.
Okay.
But then I took the C off because my initials are SH. So then now it's my initials or my name or whatever, and then wasted. Because, I like to drink, so.
Do you have any crazy SHWASTED stories?
The first one, I'll start with at the Reserves, actually, how I got me banned.
Yeah.
And that was that same night. So I swear, it had to have been the biggest party that Lawrence has seen at the time. It was Project X before Project X.
Oh, yeah.
And at that same night that I was doing that little party, so it started out with 10 of us, and we kept it inside the apartment. So I didn't know what the hell was going on outside, but I was like, oh, there's a lot of people walking around tonight. Friday night, that was the spot to go. Like, that was the spot to go. Friday and Saturday, if you wanted to find a party, just pull up at the Reserves and go. And that's exactly what everybody did. And I wasn't paying attention, but everybody was just circulating around my apartment. And I was like, who the hell are all these people? They probably want to kick it. And I was like, hey, come on in. Well, when you say that to one person, and it's like a chain reaction. And 10 people turned into like 20. And I was like, okay, it started to get full in the apartment. And I look outside to take a break, and it's all 3 levels of the building. Every apartment was filled with people. On top of that, you know that little open lawn that they had?
Yeah, yeah.
That was filled with people holding kegs and trash cans. So...
were you like, 10 what? Like, do you remember your apartment number?
I was...
10-something was right by that big-ass lawn area.
It was 920... Not 927. I was in building 9.
Yeah.
Left side, second one.
Yeah,
914 or something.
Like, yeah, that's
921.
definitely somewhere close by. But
yeah.
We lived in 1011, and dude, I mean,
is it still getting nuts there?
I haven't been there in the longest time.
Gotcha.
I'll pull up there tomorrow.
I mean, it was the same shit at the same at different times, so I assume it's still fucking crazy.
Right. Yeah. So basically, what it came down to was like the mil spec. Was like, hey, you should probably
always a mil spec.
I hated it, but they were cool at the time. Like they knew me by then, so they're like, bro, come on, like you got all these people here. But they told me they were like, hey, it's out of our hands. And I was like, oh, okay, they're being cool about it. That is not what they meant at all. Next thing I know, I'm seeing 2 helicopters fly over, and we like have 3 buildings surrounded by all the units of cops on the force that night. And they were all right there, and everybody started scattering and stuff, and they all basically came down to me. And it was because I was the DJ. But I was like, okay, the office called me. They said I need to go to the office and talk to them. I was like, okay. I thought they were just going to like swap my hand and be like, stop. Nah. They're like, you got to pay your last month's rent. You can't be here for 10 years. I was like, holy shit. Okay. So they really took it serious, but I mean, it was just out of my control. I don't care. It was fun.
Yeah, I mean, well worth it, I'd say.
Yeah,
seriously. Big pussy.
Yeah, and it was like, I mean, it was also networking at the time, so that was pretty cool.
Did you get deposit back?
No, I didn't get my deposit back.
This guy.
Hell no.
I mean, did you take care of the apartment?
Yeah.
Other than the parties?
I had 2 other roommates at the time, and they were trying to help me out by any means, but I was being a little shit at that time. Like I'm a shit now too, but like I was also a shit back then.
Now you have enough money to cover your ass.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm solid. I can pay for my stupid.
So you DJ? Do you also like produce?
Oh yeah. I don't really put that out there as much, just because I don't know. I think I'm like the hardest critic on myself, but when I finish something or I get stuck, I kind of just leave it up in the air. But there are a lot of beats that I'm making stuff. I just kind of put that on the back burner, really. More of like DJing, doing flyers, promotions online, like a lot of social media. So yeah, basically on the back burner.
How did you get started with that whole social media thing? Like, how do you actually like do that shit? Because like we try to like grow our shit like by like promoting it on Instagram and shit, but it doesn't actually do anything.
So a weird thing about me is that I'm super into algorithms. Like I'm trying to see for some reason why do I show up at the top of your page, and I've always loved doing that, just trying to figure out if I can break the little code or whatever. And that's kind of where like the social media kicked in, like using hashtags, using just a little mention underneath somebody's name or something like that. And it was I don't know, it's kind of like it's a long process, but one of the things that I've noticed is like just make sure you kind of figure out the algorithm as the basic. It sounds super easy, but it actually kind of is. Like just pay attention to some stuff. Like once you like something of someone's, the next thing that they put up is going to show up in your newsfeed. Right. And it's going to bring it up to the top of your newsfeed. So basically stay relevant. Like,
so you just got to be constantly in there.
Yeah. I mean, you can be constantly in there without being constantly in there. Mm-hmm. You can be liking people's stuff. They'll see your name. And then when you post stuff, it'll bring it back into their newsfeed, you know? Mm-hmm. So it kind of works hand in hand with each other's stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I get it. And then you also have to like post like every Tuesday and Friday at like 5 a.m.
Different times, different times and stuff like that. Yep.
3 o'clock in the afternoon is prime time.
Yeah, it's
shit like that.
Yeah. It's like lunchtime hours, 3 to 5, and then 6 to 8.
Yeah, it's so random.
Yeah, it's really weird, but yeah, I don't know. I just like figuring that stuff out so I can. Stay relevant, really, or stay talked about so they know I'm making moves.
Have you ever had any, you ever just bombed doing a DJ set? People just kind of fucking hate you right now?
That's happened. Yeah, that's happened a few times. Quite a few times, actually. Because, you're normally playing to, the drunk crowd. Mm-hmm. And you can, as a DJ, it's to play music and make it seamless to where nobody notices transitions. Mm-hmm. Like, you just play it hand in hand, keyed up, to where it's just absolutely seamless. But the bar crowd and the club crowd, they can turn on you so fast. Oh, yeah. So fast. You play one wrong thing, they're going to hate you. But it's kind of, it works really well to your advantage sometimes. So my whole process is play some bangers so people start dancing. Then if it goes on, not too long, but like if it goes on long enough, you need to play like 1 or 2 songs so people can run up to the bar, grab another drink,
right,
and then you start playing like on your third song, start playing another one or something like that, and then they're right back on the dance floor going at it. So that's what I try to keep it going. That's how I try to keep it going as far as playing music. But there was a few times where I was out in, I think this was Kansas City. I played a Kansas City gig, and it was me trying to do that whole little thing. But then it was like I played those 2 songs, and once I tried to recover back up, they just hated it. Anything I played afterwards, I played Miley Cyrus, I played DMX, I played anything. I was just throwing everything at them, and they were just all sad and mad about it. They were just not having it. I was like, all right, man, like I'm gonna just play whatever the hell's going on right now on my playlist. But yeah, it was a awkward feeling.
Yeah.
But
you ever have anybody like come up to the DJ booth and try to fucking just talk shit at you?
Oh
or
god,
like,
yeah.
Play this song, dog.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that shit happens all the time. But now, like, it's bigger stages, so nobody can come up to the stage, which is nice. But yeah, they always come up and it's, oh, I would have played this. I used to be a DJ. I used to do this. I'm like, okay, all right, well, let me do my thing first.
Yeah, you're like, I'm here right now, so bye.
Right. Oh, so you can take over right now, right? I don't know this equipment. All right, man. Later.
Well, I gotta go piss anyways, bro. Take over.
Yeah.
Like, do you have some go-to, transition songs? Like you were saying, people go up to the bar. Do you have some like, all right, I'm gonna play this now because I know people take a break and get right.
I would say, Shots is definitely always a go-to for sure. The whole LMFAO vibe, really, that's their whole thing.
Yeah.
That's to go to the bar and get as drunk as possible. So I would say, in a pinch, one of those, like Shots, Party Anthem. But yeah, not really at the top of my head. I can't really think of like one that I go to or anything like that.
Just kind of feeling the crowd.
Yeah, it's more of like I got to be in the moment.
Have you ever just like played a song and like everyone starts fighting? Like, and it's because you got so hyped up. Like,
yeah,
you just put on some fucking Ludacris and people start throwing
exactly. Yeah. There was definitely some Lil Jon, East Side Boys, and shit. I actually seen somebody do it to DMX, and it was the Rough Riders anthem. But the dude just started wilding, like going ham on like 2 people for no reason.
Just start barking at them.
Start growling.
Yeah, should be start fighting out.
But yeah, I don't. It was there's a few songs that are like you can play some Crime Mob and some 3 6 Mafia, like Nuck If You Buck. That's damn near a pretty guaranteed song to like have somebody throw hands with somebody else. Yeah. Easy.
Do you get bored and you try to do stuff like that though? Do you like try to like Pavlov dog like?
You're like, man, I'm tired. Like, let me get some.
Yeah,
shit
exactly.
I want to start a fight for no reason.
This is kind of chill. I want something to happen.
Yeah, no, it's
let me play Barbie Girl. Or
some Barbie Girl.
All this love is making me fucking tired.
Yeah.
No, I don't really have anything for that one.
Yeah.
So like, no matter how many like shows you play, it never gets boring.
Oh, it gets boring. Like, there's times where, like, they'll pay me extra to just, like, DJ after the headliner goes on or something, just to kind of have the vibes going. Mm-hmm. And that has kind of been getting old lately. Just because everybody's ready to leave.
Right.
But, like, they put money in my pocket, so I'm going to do it. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, that part kind of gets weird sometimes, but an absolutely boring crowd, I don't think I've had anybody just straight up stand there. You know what I mean? Yeah, that would be an awkward.
It'd be more
moment.
awkward for them than you. Honestly.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like the music's going, more people are just looking around on the dance floor. They're not kind of looking up to the DJ booth. I'm assuming.
Right. Yeah.
Like, everyone's just kind of standing like.
You ever go like too early and you like set up and you're like DJing and it's like 8 p.m. and there's like 5 people that are just like chilling at the bar.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I've definitely done that plenty of times, but That's why I always start with probably like the lesser known songs, the less vibier songs, like something you actually just listen to on the radio,
Right.
or I guess some of the songs on the radio are bangers, but like you just kind of vibe them up to that level of like the next song I'm gonna play is gonna get you moving for sure type thing.
So it's all like it's a very slow grind.
Yeah,
At that point.
Yeah, you basically just kind of have to ride it out and just
So
see
like,
how everyone goes.
At
Or
that
see how
point,
everything goes.
why don't DJs just have playlists?
Oh,
Like,
they do.
I've been like really like every time we have like a DJ on here, I'm like, why don't you just have like a preset playlist?
Yeah.
Every transition is perfect.
Right.
The wave of like energy you can like create through the different
Exactly.
songs.
Yeah,
you know?
see, that's what I do. So like, I mean, I make my own playlist just because I'll have like 4 or 5 songs that you just listen to, but then I'll throw that one in, and then it's like, okay, get your head moving a little bit, and then you start, probably ordering some more drinks, but then you start playing 4 or 5 more that you just actually listen to, so they're casually drinking faster and faster, and then you just go into mixing. So I make my own playlist like that actually, and yeah, it definitely helps.
Okay, so some people do
Some
that.
people do, yes, absolutely.
Okay,
and it's definitely recommended. Any DJs watching this, do that.
Yeah. Do you ever like have those nights where you're like, man, I'm fucking mad, I'm sad, blah blah blah, like, and you're just like, man, I'm just gonna play what I want to play, or is it always like I have to fucking just play whatever everyone else wants to play?
I used to do that. There was a couple times I did that, and it turned out really good, which was weird.
Yeah.
Like some trap songs, like 2 Chainz or something along those lines, and yeah, I just like really heavy bass music. So like some deep 808s or subs or anything like that, and the music is like, it's a good vibe, but something where it's like sad mad or something like that, it would be some trap music for sure.
Yeah.
And then I'll just go into like, okay, I've had a couple drinks, I feel a little better, and now we're gonna start partying.
I feel that.
So do you get pretty drunk on stage?
Yeah, sometimes.
Do you ever fuck up?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Well, not all the time. I've definitely fucked up though. There's
Like you scratch the wrong one and it actually like it's
yeah, yeah. There's I mean, scratching. Yeah, you can definitely sound like crap if you're not I don't know, gifted at it, I guess. But I've definitely had moments where I just absolutely fuck up on stage, and it'll come back, but everybody moves on. They're like, hey, next show, we got you. But yeah, I've definitely had those moments for sure.
Do you do a lot of scratching in your DJ?
I try to. I guess it depends on the artist and their vibe, really, because some of the people I DJ for, their music sounds so good to me that I don't think it needs scratches, and I mean that's pretty damn solid, really. But there's moments where I'm like, okay, this guy's kind of losing them a little bit, and these people are kind of walking away. It might help if I scratch or throw my own little thing in there.
do one of those like pause beat things. That
yeah. And
beat drops for a second,
Yeah, and I kind of get them involved too. Like I kind of get the crowd involved, so they don't just feel like they're just the crowd.
Right.
Like you pay $20 to get here, at least get your money's worth.
Yeah, do you do a lot of ad libs? Like, do you just kind of like go on the mic sometimes?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
How do you, like, what vibe do you have to pick up on to just be like, oh, y'all are having fun, or whatever you might say?
So I do ad libs like for the rappers and stuff because that's pretty fun.
Yeah.
I get a couple drinks in me. I'm like, okay, I can do this.
I'll yell.
But I won't overdo it. I won't overdo it. But honestly, when I go up on stage and I like grab that mic, it's just whatever the hell comes out at that moment. Like I don't know what I'm gonna say. But like that's kind of where my center is. Like I'll grab that mic, and if everybody's just dead, I pull everybody to the front, because my go-to is if you're just standing around, I'm gonna tell you to come up to the front. Like I try to bring people up to the front, and what I tell them when they just look at me all weird, like, "Hey, we're not ready." But my go-to
we're
is
not
like,
drunk yet.
Yeah, we just got here. Yeah, my go-to is like, if they don't move to the front, it's real easy for me to make the show boring because I got full control and I like press play and I'm like, that's how easy it is to stop this show if y'all don't move to the front, you know? And they usually move to the front.
Damn.
Yeah. And then they're like, oh, okay, all right.
Right.
Yep.
You gotta make sure you like y'all came here. Like,
Yeah.
Like
I'm not here for y'all here for us.
bring your asses here.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm doing this for a paycheck, but I'll fucking leave right now.
Hey, they paid me to eat. I gotta hold up my end.
So, like, have you done, like, crazy shows in, like, L.A.? Or have you gone to L.A.
I've been to L.A. twice for shows, and they were both nuts. The first time I went was for an artist conference. I got this invite from some random dude, and I thought he was a scammer or something. Mm-hmm. But then I, like, backtracked his name. I did my research. I was like, holy crap, this man is real. And, like, he invited me out to this artist conference because I had this song on SoundCloud. And it went fucking viral for some reason. Like, it wasn't mastered. It wasn't the best. But they loved it. And they were like, okay, if he's bringing this to the table, what else can he bring? And then they found out I DJ, brought me to the artist conference. Flew out there, went to that, and everybody was, like, expecting me to be there. And I thought they were bullshit, man. Like, that was a weird moment in my life. Like, that was cool as hell, but...
You're like, I'm really doing this.
Yeah, like, I met Scott Storch. Scott Storch. This man named Ahmad. He was cool as hell. He was Bruno Mars' 50-50 partner. And was like, hey, he was like, I've been expecting you, but... I was like, man, hold up. Don't tell me that. Hold on first. Let me take this in. And, he was like, I'm going to fly you out to Phoenix, blah, blah, blah. And then I got set up with another show about 6 months down the line. And I was like, okay, what am I going to, like, who am I DJing for? And he was like, I'll tell you a month before the show.
God.
And I was like, what the hell? Okay.
You're like, I kind of need to practice.
This man sends me back a list with 3 headliners. And the 3 headliners were T Grizzly, Gunplay, and Chanel West Coast. And I know Chanel West Coast.
Hey.
Like, me and her have met a few times.
Really?
And, yeah, so this was at the Crockers Club, too.
Zach, am I the Chanel West Coast of the show?
I mean, dude, I like you. I hate her. No, I'm joking.
So, like, yeah, we showed up to that show, and it was pretty packed, and it was awesome. But the wild thing is that they like closed the block off on all 4 corners because everybody got word that they were doing a private show there. Well, then they started flooding the sides of like the intersections and stuff because they wanted to meet them. And
right.
Like, I was right in the middle of all that. I didn't know any of the I didn't personally know any of the other artists that opened up for them and stuff. So here I am just chilling in this big room, the little VIP room and stuff. And I got T Grizzly, Chanel West Coast, and fucking Gunplay just like kicking it with me. And I'm like, what the hell is going on right now?
That's pretty sick.
It was,
dude.
yeah, that was a pretty cool little moment. LA's always got something going on.
God damn. At that show, was there anything crazy specifically? Was it just really big and sketchy?
Nah, yeah, it was just really big. Not sketchy. It was just really big. Like, everybody was thoroughly there to have a good time. Mm-hmm. And I brushed shoulders with so many people because it was asses to elbows there.
Right.
And yeah, I brushed shoulders with so many people, and I was like, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, my bad. And nobody cared. Like, they were like, oh, my bad, bro, I didn't mean to hit you, let me buy you a drink. I'm like, oh, yeah, all right, that sounds pretty good. Like that idea.
Damn.
Sick, dude. Have you ever DJ'd a set on like acid or anything?
Oh,
Molly
Lord.
Crazy?
Molly for sure. I used to be a dealer for Molly back in the day. Mm-hmm. So that definitely happened. I stopped that, by the way. But just yeah, on Molly, I tried it, and I just couldn't.
Yeah.
At all. It was like I was looking at the colors and I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I'd be feeling the music. I'd be like vibing and I'd be like, oh shit, I have a job to do.
Yeah, the transitions were shit. It was me press and play, picking a song, press and play. There was no mixing at all. There was no scratching. Nobody was moving besides me. It was not good.
Are you guys feeling it?
Yeah. And then And then somebody tried to get me to do it on shrooms, and I was just like, yeah, I'm good. I remember the last time I tried this. I can't do it. So I just stuck to alcohol because, oddly enough, I get better with it. Like, I've had a few hiccups, but, yeah, oddly enough, I get better at it.
Hell yeah, dude.
Got that Mickey Mantle gene.
I gotta piss.
The Mickey Mantle gene?
Yeah.
But you never heard of that?
No.
Isn't he a baseball player or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
He'd
would-
get fucked up before baseball games and just knock dingers.
He's fucking
No
one of
way.
the greatest
Yeah, yeah.
I know who
baseball
Mickey
players.
Mantle is, yeah,
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
like, I didn't know he did that.
Yeah, and you'd just be fucked up all the time. I mean, they all were at that time.
I was going to say,
Yeah,
wasn't
it's-
everybody, though?
It's back in the day.
What, that was like 70s or some shit?
Fucking like 30s. and
Oh, my
20s.
goodness.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't
Jesus.
even know it was
30s,
that
40s,
long.
I think.
Wow. Yeah. I didn't know that about him. That's wild.
Way back in the
That's why
day.
his stats were so high.
I mean,
Man
yeah,
was
yeah.
lit.
It was nothing but white boys.
Yeah, sure.
It's
Yup.
really easy to be good when you're nothing but white people.
Yeah.
Wait until black people learn this game, and then wait until Mexicans learn this game.
Everybody's just going to be taking over.
Honestly, though. True, though. No racism, but there's mostly Mexican or Dominican Republic. I think is like
Yeah.
the most.
That's like the biggest population of basketball. Not
Baseball.
basketball, fucking baseball.
Right,
yeah.
right.
Yeah, it's like why? It doesn't make any sense. Random country in
That's all they got
Central
to do out
America.
there. Just
Maybe
pick
yeah.
up a stick and a rock and go at it.
I mean, that's why
Soccer, right?
that's
I
why
mean,
soccer is the most
it's-
popular
Yep.
sport.
Yep.
All you need is a ball and like some place to consider a goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, not even has to. You just have like a spot on the fence drawn on. Like,
Not even like a tree and then a rock.
Side
you
of a
know?
building or something.
Yeah, yeah.
If you kick it in between one thing and the other, it's a fucking goal.
Made it. Don't care what it is.
Maybe that's why basketball is growing so much because all you need is a ball and then something 10 feet high.
Yep. Not even 10 feet high anymore. Just like
I mean, for
you can
some
reach
people-
it,
yeah.
dunk it.
True though. Do you watch sports?
I do, but I'm not really like a huge follower of it. I actually watch like BMX and skateboard and freestyle motocross.
Oh, yeah.
Love the X Games.
X Games
And,
is so tight.
yeah, that was like my biggest passion before DJing. Actually, like I was doing like motocross stuff and was like one of the second top racers in Kansas.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, so that was one of my like bigger passions. And then I got like crazy accident.
Oh, yeah.
That whole story.
That's
but-
how it goes.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I still hop on a bike any chance I get. I do not care.
Right.
I gotta go piss. Can we take a break for a second, dude? I'm sorry. Hate to be the guy, but I
Sure.
been holding that shit for 15, 20 minutes, dog. We'll come back and talk about UFC.
Yeah, that works.
This is going really fucking good.
Yeah, I like it.
Having someone that will talk a lot helps so much.
We've been doing a lot of like teenagers lately, like under 18 kids
Yeah.
that are like starting to rap.
Boring as hell. They're all
They have
freezing
nothing.
up.
They have
Nah,
nothing to talk about.
So yeah, they're like, I mean, some of these kids got like 9,000 fucking plays on their first song, and it's like,
Damn.
they're like, okay,
That's pretty good.
Yeah, nah, and so like,
Wow.
we're like, all right, come in, and we had this other kid who like, he's been working for this company for like, what do you say, like a couple years.
Yeah, it's his uncle's company.
Yeah, it's his uncle's company, and they do like commercial like music. So like,
He's done
so
like
he has this like Bose commercial or like thing.
in an Adidas commercial.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and he did the music behind it.
What?
But
Who is
yeah,
this man?
So his name's Isaac Billin.
Isaac Billin.
Russell on
This is
SoundCloud.
episode 12.
Yeah, episode 12.
Isaac Billin?
Yeah, and you'll see, bro. These kids are just like, yeah, I guess.
That's so.
It's like, fuck.
It's like you're
Boy,
so good. Why
you
don't you
better-
fucking talk?
Right, you better. You got a lot to say on that rap.
It's not even raps. Like he does like EDM shit and also like random just like beats and stuff. And he fucking like his everything rips. Everything
Yeah.
is so good. And it's just like
Isaac.
I mean-
oh, his name is Russell.
yeah. Or
Okay.
Isaac Russell is his legal name. Isaac Billin is
Is it
his.
this cat right here?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll
I have
take
a
a
Miller
beer.
Lite or a Bush Light.
Or a Boulevard Pale Ale.
Ooh, I'll do a Bush. Fuck it.
Bush.
I might have to piss too.
We're at like probably like 40 minutes. So.
Tight. He went piss at about 11:75, 11:80.
I just fucking watch it.
You'll
I
watch it.
just do the sound and the
I'm just sound guy right now.
Sorry guys, I couldn't think about anything else.
Oh,
besides
you're good.
fucking pissing, bro.
I got pissed too, man.
You want a Miller Lite or a Busch Light?
I got this Corona right here still. I was like, should I open this? Are we about to end soon? I didn't know, so.
No, we still got like another 20 minutes.
Sweet. Yeah, no, fucking Chris, it was just hard because everything would be like, he would end everything with, I don't know. And we were like, oh, fuck, bro,
Well,
okay.
that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I feel kind of stupid when I say like or something like that, and I'm like, "Whack, gotta stop
You
saying
gotta
it."
stand on it,
and then I'll
bro.
say it again, and I'm like, "Fuck, I just said it."
You gotta stand on it, dog. Like, literally just, yeah, this is it, bro. Like, and even if it's dumb, like, we can still riff off of it, you know what I mean? Like, even if it's something, like, I'll try to
Yeah,
get in there
so
and not
like
make
if
it
it
too
is
awkward.
dumb, bro, you really gotta stand on it. And if it
I
is
gotta
dumb,
back it up, dude.
say it's
I gotta
fucking dumb.
I gotta back up something, dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
so,
honestly, go back and forth, and we got.
Bro, Shakar, bro, like recent events, like you were saying.
I don't even think we need that for this podcast, though. Like, we got so much. I feel like shit was just rolling so smoothly. Like, we don't even need recent events for this
I'll give
one.
you my phone, but just take random pictures. That'll help me post and like promote your guys' stuff too.
But,
Yes.
We have like
Hell yeah.
That's a big problem too. People aren't.
We need to reach out, dude.
Yeah,
That's
bro, I
it.
got you. Like I said, I'm good with the algorithm stuff, so I got it.
And whenever you post, I'm gonna immediately post my shit. So I'll be like, all right, at this time is the exact time we need to post stuff.
Actually, I got the
Yeah,
screen
yeah.
on. I got the screen on permanently.
Oh, Julio said he's gonna come out probably later this month. He's got a new album about to drop. So
Another one?
apparently, he said he's just finished up a few more songs on my next album. So,
Sick, you just dropped that one.
dude, it's gonna be dope.
Julio be making the moves.
This feeling that I'll die alone. Oh, that's sick.
Alright.
All right, clap us out again.
I mean,
You don't have to do what you want.
he cracked that bitch. I think that kind of.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's the 3.
And we back.
Bag.
Zach had to piss.
Gross.
Per usual. Out of his big old massive dong.
Hey, I don't know. No.
You'll know.
I identify.
Oh no.
It's canon.
Jesus Christ, I identify as a female, dog.
Look at the hair. Can't you see it?
Wait.
Lush.
Then I've been a female. It's just the biggest clip.
So we were talking about sports, dude. You into UFC at all? We got this fight coming up. Dustin Poirier, Conor McGregor.
I'm huge into not huge into UFC, but
Yeah.
like I follow it enough to stay, I guess, relevant.
Yeah.
We balls deep in this bitch.
Who
Honestly.
you got? Conor McGregor or Dustin? By the time you guys are watching this, it's probably gonna already be over. So
I'm gonna go with. I want to say Dustin.
gotta go with the Diamond. Dog.
Got to.
Got to.
Yeah.
course.
You gotta go with the Diamond.
I mean, I like Conor McGregor. He's just, I don't know. I guess to me, it's more of like I guess more of like a publicity stunt,
Oh, yeah.
really.
I mean, everything Conor McGregor does is a fucking publicity stunt.
Yeah, true. They
But-
just fucking showed this thing about him walking down the street.
Yeah, exactly. But at that point, like when you're that fucking famous and like literally everything you do has some relevance to it,
Right.
then you're like, I don't know, some god status at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
You're fucking Kanye, you know? But,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
for
he's like the
for
Kanye
fighting.
of UFC, for real.
Yeah, of all fighting, you know, not even just UFC, just
Right,
fucking
true.
punching people in the face. He's like the number one draw, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure.
He
Hands
made
down.
like the third most money last year out of all athletes. And
Jeez.
he hasn't
What, he
won
only
a
fought twice.
I think he only fought twice and only one was in the UFC.
Oh my gosh.
I think
What?
it might have been 2 years ago.
He fought Dustin. Was it last year or did he fight Dustin this year? I can't remember because I know he fought Cowboy last year for sure
Yeah.
and fucked him up. So
But
I mean, I don't know.
He's won one fight in 4 years, and he still made the third most money
That's
2 years ago. Or
I mean,
whatever.
who
Obnoxious.
Else has the swag
That's
of
a-
Conor McGregor. Like, who else is just
Right.
able to has the mouthpiece to to draw people in, to get people excited for a fight, you know?
Yeah, that's very true. Well, somebody paid to be on his mouthpiece, is what I heard.
Really?
I mean,
Like
everyone.
the brand that he had on there, some like company that he had on there, and that was almost 50 grand or some shit.
Yeah, literally everything that the fighter does, they get paid money for if they're big enough.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's such a huge income status of a company, but it's dope. It's pretty cool.
We got Sugar Sean O'Malley on the undercard. You a Sugar fan, bro? What do you think?
I would say to a point.
Oh, he's on the main card.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Did I say undercard? I'm in first fight to start the main card.
Yeah, he's definitely coming up for sure. Like he's came up a lot from what, last year or the year before that, like 2 years ago.
He broke his ankle 2 years ago, I think.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Did he? Oh yeah,
He had that Liz Frank surgery.
Okay.
Oh damn, that was 2 years ago.
And then he didn't have a fight for like 8 months, and then he went on that tear, and now it's been this year, and he's only had 1 or 2 fights this year so far.
Yeah, something like that.
Wow, I didn't realize it passed that fast. It felt. I mean,
2020.
Everything feels like last year after last year.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, when was 2018? Oh my god, that was 3 years ago. What the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, Sean O'Malley, he just has the mix-up style stand-up game. Like,
He's just a monster.
He's like literally. I remember seeing ads for him when he was like back super early, like back when he was vegan, and like they were like, "Oh, this is the vegan Conor McGregor," like, and he's just throwing wild kicks and just being like that, has that wide stance where just like anything.
Yeah,
can fly at
yeah.
you.
The one thing one of his fighting styles is like keeping that distance.
Yeah.
I like that. Because if you know how to use that, that's pretty deadly. Like you're pretty solid.
I mean, as we've seen, he could just randomly knock you out at any fucking
True.
time.
Yeah. Very true.
Hey, I like how he keeps his calm. He's just like, I fucking love you, Joe Rogan. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
every single time he just like calms down. Like, I knew this was gonna happen. I manifested this, and deep breaths. Like,
Play it cool. Yeah.
Or like
but
when
like
he-
at home, he's probably like,
yeah,
I like screaming like a little girl.
I mean, you
Live,
see him
like-
on Instagram. He's fucking doing everything. He's
Yeah.
going crazy. Them 135ers are fucking wily. They have too much
They
energy.
really are. They're just spazzy little dudes.
Yeah.
They're crazy.
I mean, you saw when he knocked out that fucking mustache dude, like the brawler looking ass dude.
I can't recall.
He had the walk off KO when he knocked him the fuck out and just walked away.
How many fights ago was that? Because he tried to do the walk off twice on this Thomas guy, but it did not.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
like,
Oh, that was hilarious.
This shit was hilarious. He just like walked off and he's like, "Oh nope," he let him back up. All right, guess we're going
my
again.
God.
Like,
Showboating a little bit.
Yeah, it might have been the one before that because he fucking it was the bald guy with the fucking twirly mustache, and he fucking knocked him out earlier he knocked him down with the left hand, and then he already made shirts that he was gonna knock him out with the right hand, so he waited and then fucking walk off KO, knocked him the fuck out with his right hand, and just like walked away. It's like
Smooth. Very smooth.
like how you're supposed to swarm them, you know?
Yeah, you gotta stay on their ass. Like, make sure they knocked out.
not do a fucking Nate Diaz and just
Pulling it.
Jesus.
So
Christ.
sad, bro. So sad.
Nate, I do like one thing Nate said after that fight. He was like, if this was a street fight, like he'd be out. There's no
Exactly.
way he'd win that fight. Like,
Right.
I was sitting there getting beat up on, like the whole fight, but I was taking it, and he got stumbled a little bit, and yeah, I mean, if there's another round in there, Nate had it.
Yeah, exactly.
Nate's just a punching bag until he wants to fucking turn it on.
Throw
until
back.
he lands
Yeah,
the
until he
right
throws
one,
back. That's when you're just like, damn, all right. Yeah,
just
Nate
takes
Diaz
that
is a
right one.
beast.
Dude, he should retire, bro. I feel every post interview and even even just any interview with him is just like, bro, like maybe don't get punched in the head.
I mean,
Not so many
he does
times.
sound like he's on bars, like constantly.
He's he's kind of mellowed out right now. He's, to say the least.
Dude, I mean, I don't know how this man's gonna age. It's just gonna be crazy to see just
Man,
all the
man,
CTE. And,
Man took some shots to the head.
Oh my god, you've seen Chuck Liddell, right?
dude, I mean, even Stipe, like
He was
like,
in
you cannot
Kansas
even-
2 weeks ago.
No way, bro.
Yeah, like someone just randomly saw him at a gas station. I was like, what?
The
Why?
Iceman?
Yes,
Iceman?
the Iceman. The Iceman himself and his cold flesh.
Crazy, his old ass fucking he's had the same haircut since 2002, probably.
Probably since high school.
Ugh. Honestly, though, like dudes like that back in the day.
Yeah, that's it.
Like,
He was like, all right, I'm gonna stick with it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go fight everyone now.
He's like, I learned how to cut my own hair, and I'm not paying no one else.
I went from outside linebacker to fighting motherfuckers.
Yeah, no way.
He had a mohawk when he took his helmet off.
Yeah, exactly. The shitty fucking goatee. You ever fought anybody? You ever do anything like that?
Oh, I fought a few people. Yeah, I definitely fought a few people. It's fun every time.
Yeah,
Really?
It's a great
that's
story.
my
Yeah.
mindset to have, because
It's never good. Like, I mean, it's turned out good for me, yes, but
Right.
like it's never good because like I grew up with a dad who originated some of the like shoot fighting for MMA, and now it became UFC. So like I got my ass whooped by him all the time.
Yeah, my
This
dad
man-
did fucking Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and shit.
That's
Beat my
exactly what
fucking
I
ass.
got. Hell yes. Hell yes. My dad rolled around with like Heath Herring and the Gracies out in Texas.
Fuck.
So like he was 250 just stacked for no
yeah.
reason. And yeah, he whooped my ass my whole life. So like eventually I had to like fend for myself.
right.
And then the one time that I did beat his ass, it was like, oh, now I'm in trouble.
No.
But no, that was a good moment actually, because he was like, all right, you should probably step in the ring now.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Did you ever take any like? Do you have any like professional fights? Did you ever just go like in competitions or anything?
No,
Or
so
were
Whiskey
just-
Tangos used to have fights,
Mhm.
and it wasn't exactly legal,
Right.
but
It's a.
I don't even know if it's a bar still. It might have gotten taken down, but it was out in Kansas City, and they had the fights for the boxing ring, and I went up there like a couple times, and the 2 times you could just sign up if you just randomly knew somebody, and both times it was by submission,
Oh, that's-
and that was pretty like that was a pretty good moment.
yeah.
But I just didn't go back. I just didn't follow through with it. I picked up on the DJing thing. So
Yeah, probably a better longevity in that.
yeah, a little bit.
So, where do you see yourself in 5 years DJing?
Shit. Not here in town, that's for sure. Definitely bigger scale. I want to say pretty solidly touring. And I definitely want to be more of an engineer on that end. If not, run a couple companies of like opening up studios.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's affordable studios at that, really. Because studio prices have gotten kind of ridiculous lately. So I think in 5 years, probably still doing my thing, but opening up and owning my own businesses, including studios. So like clothing lines, tattoo shops, studios, and basically just taking it from there. But yeah, I'm on my way right now, so that's pretty good. 5 years, that might be pretty long, but I'm trying to have stuff happen now. So it's a slow process, but it's getting there.
So, where you see yourself in 1 year? You see yourself like just making more moves, fucking traveling and shit.
Oh yeah, I'll be out of town by the end of this month, so that's part of it. That's what I wanted to do, but I would say by the end of this year, definitely touring.
Where are you gonna go? You gonna move to KC and just like?
Not Kansas City. I'll probably move to Colorado for a little bit, or California. But if anything else, probably sticking in Kansas City too. So that'd be a pretty solid show.
It's the middle,
movement
bro.
over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the fucking middle of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Do you got any upcoming shows or projects you want to announce?
I do. So I've got 2 shows. What is today? July
It's the 6th.
6th. Yeah. All right. So July 6th. All right. July 9th. Got a festival that I'm doing out in Wichita. I've got the next day in Columbus, Indiana. I've got the following week. I'm gonna be at home. And I'm also working on a project right now with a producer out in LA, actually. His name is Matty Beats, and
Matty Beats.
he sent me some of his sent me some of his music and stuff. So we're gonna work on an EP because also on the side I do some singing and rapping. But like I never claim to be a singer or rapper. I'm a DJ first. Just if you like it, you like it. It's just for me mainly. So
Yeah, man. That's
You
dope.
spit some fucking bars.
look at his reaction. He was like, "Hold up, what's he gonna say?" I mean, I've heard worse. I've heard worse. I don't know.
It's solid.
I mean, I'm decent. I can keep a rhythm, but like
You got anything going on after the 12th?
after the 12th, July 31st, got to be in Denver, Colorado.
Okay.
And part of a headlining show with Jerry Robinson, and that's for Strange Music. So
Okay.
yeah,
Sweet.
we'll be out there, and then of course, got some other things that I'll wait to announce, but some pretty big stuff out there.
You holding out on us?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
No, I got
why?
to. I've got to.
Oh, this means you gotta come back.
Yeah, yeah. I can definitely do that.
Gotta come back. Or it'll just be on his fucking Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram, Snapchat, fucking whatever else. I don't even know. Probably not Twitter though. I don't really fuck with Twitter.
Twitter's hard. I don't get
It
the
is.
algorithm.
There's really not one. You can be stupid and go fucking viral on it. That's how TikTok is too. But
Yeah.
yeah, I've been messing around on TikTok too much.
Really?
Yeah,
TikTok is.
I just get because I'm a naturally goofy person.
Yeah.
But like if I come up with some random stuff, like you can instantly just randomly like it on TikTok. But it's just weird. There's no telling what'll go viral on there.
Right.
And that's how a lot of artists are going viral.
Right.
Which is cool. I love it. It's probably one of the biggest music platforms that works in everybody's favor that I've ever seen.
And you get like a percentage of a play.
Yeah.
Every single fucking thing.
So on 10K followers, you start getting paid. 1,000 followers, you can go live. 10K followers, you start getting paid. And I mean, anything after that, they backtrack your viral views and pay you for it. So
sick.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Damn.
Yeah.
So what are your socials?
Everything on my social media is at DJ Shwasted. SH Wasted, not SCH. Except for Instagram, that's official Shwasted. Had to start my new one. I mentioned earlier. Had to start a new one.
But anyway, I think we're gonna wrap this up. It's been another fucking awesome episode of Around the Corner.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
at your mom's favorite son.
Appreciate
Ethan
you
Doris.
guys. Thank you.
Z-Dad. It was a great episode.
DJ Shwasted, let's go.
Fucking strange music.
Strange.
Music.
That's good, bro.
Hell yeah.
That was a good
Good
one.
shit.
That was good. I like that. Man, it seemed to flow pretty